name's H, and I have just got my first allotment. Welcome to this channel. It is called Allotment Noob because that's exactly what I am. I'm a complete allotment noob. In fact, I've never even grown a plant before, not one that survived more than a week anyway. So this is your poor man's version of Clarkson's farm. Tune in, see my journey. It's a very small plot, thankfully. Let's see what we've got and what we're dealing with here. We've arrived at my plot of land. It's about 5 rods. I don't know what that is, how much that is. That's how much I'm paying for though. And basically it looks green. A lot of stinging nettles and a lot of other shit. I don't know what that is. Yeah, looks like my work is cut out for me. The first job is going to be actually cutting this all down in some sort of way. I've got a typical garden strimmer, which may not work. I don't know. I'll have to find out. This is a better picture of what it looks like. I'll get the drone out in a bit, but just so you can see, there's a lot of nettles. It goes all the way back. I think I've got my work cut out for me. Oh God, that's a lot of nettles. I'm not even entirely sure what type of animals I can find in here. Might be freaking snakes or something. Well, we'll be on this journey together, so I'm pretty sure you'll see what I get bitten by in a few hours. Okay, so I've just come back with my little garden strimmer. This is kind of what I use to sort the grass out on the side of my garden. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work on any of these. I should have been wearing wellies. I don't own a pair. Might need to borrow a pair. That's on the list. And some gloves probably, considering I'm dealing with nettles here. Right, let's give this a whirl and see what happens. Okay, I think I killed 2.5 branches. There's probably multiple millions here. So I might have to rethink this. After doing a bit of research, it turns out this is what I need. What they call a brush cutter. This one's petrol, which helps because there's no electricity over there. Believe me, I asked and I found out. They do have running water though, so that trough thing that you saw earlier, essentially when you take water out of it, it automatically refills. It's got some sort of leveling system, much like the old toilet flushes do. Long story short, this thing is a lot more powerful than the strimmer you guys just saw. Luckily, I didn't have to buy this one. My father-in-law had it kicking about in his back garden, so I'm going to open this and see how we get on. I've never really used a petrol utensil like this other than my petrol lawnmower, but I do have some experience in engines through cars and things like that, so potentially shouldn't be too difficult. Otherwise I'm going to have to YouTube it. Let's see. Managed to get very lucky in finding both oil and petrol in my shed. Now this is chainsaw oil, and what I need is 2-stroke engine oil. I'm guessing should be the same thing. we'll find out. I'm gonna have to take a punt on this. What it says is fill up 1 litre worth of petrol. Love me the smell of petrol. Or some chainsaw oil. And as I said, hopefully this is the same thing. Now, a little trick I heard was to make 2 holes, one for the air to come out and one for the air to go, well, for the liquid to come out, which stops that little gulping thing going in. I don't know if the actual level is rising at all, but you can see the oil is heavier, so it's falling to the bottom of that bottle. Right, next we shake. Interesting. Right, I think we're good. We've managed to hit that line. Let's give it a whirl. Pour stuff in here. Help if I open the bottle. Again, I've mixed it up. You can see the colour's changed. So let's be delicate with this. I've already dropped a bit. Right. Don't know if you can see this bulb thing. It's a little bulb thing here. Essentially, you have to keep pressing it until the fluid, well, the petrol comes into this, and you can see now it's full. So that's telling me that's done. I've never really had much luck with these petrol engines, I'll be honest. Now we have to change the thing that's called choke, which is the button here. Start and run, so we are in start, and the rest is hopefully just pulling this cord. Well, I don't know if you can see this, but we'll see. Maybe the switch helps. I don't know. As I said, never really had much luck with these petrol engines. Oh shit. Sounds promising. Right. I don't know how this shit works now. Seems like it's starting. Fuck. That hurt. Okay, wait. Well, I think it's best to put this on. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. I've managed to get one of these engines started. Right, blade seems to be spinning. Supposed to let this run for about 30 seconds, but it looks like we're in business. Right, so I haven't been here for a couple of days now because it was raining. But I've come back, everything's very dry. Looks like we've made pretty good progress, as you can see, but there's still a lot to be done. I personally think I'm going to try and get the rest of this cut back today, and then potentially have a look in a couple of days to see what else needs to be done. The ground is quite uneven, so I'm going to have to figure that out before I can actually get something planted. I may or may not triller this, so if I rotivate it, which apparently I'm told, as you can see, I've done my research now. I spent the last couple of days on various forums and YouTube looking at other people who've just started an allotment. Yeah, long story short, if I can rotivate it, which basically means rotating the soil over and over again, I should be able to get something in the ground this year. Otherwise, I might have to cover it all over to stop this stuff growing back again, and then deal with it later on in the year. So we might get some crops potential April, May next year. So bear with me. I'm going to get the rest of this cleared up today, and let's see how far we get. There's also going to be some other smaller projects that I'm going to have to do on this from the ideas that I've gathered, and I'll be talking to some of the next door neighbours in a couple of days to help get some more education. I'll try and record that if they're willing to be on camera. And once all of this is done, I'll come back with another drone shot, hopefully, and you'll see me standing. Right, so it's the end of day 2. This is what we're looking at the moment. As you can see, there's been a bit of work done. About 2/3 of the way there now. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish off like I wanted to today, as I was running into some tool issues. Part of the strimmer has basically come loose, and it's got a very unique hex key, which wasn't in the box, weirdly enough. So hopefully I'll be able to tighten that up tomorrow and get back out here. As some of you may know, well, none of you probably know, but I have another baby on the way in the next 5 days or so. So trying to get as much of this sorted before that happens, and then hopefully in between some gaps we've got some time to come and carry on with this project. But as you can see, hopefully now that I've trimmed down a lot of this second third, it should go yellow like this over the next couple of days, I'm guessing. There's no reason why I can think of it won't. And then once we're down to that, we'll actually be able to see what grass is still attached and what isn't, and so we can bust out the last of this nettles and the rest of the fun stuff that's in there at the moment. My hay fever is going to kill me tonight, so I'm not looking forward to that one. But as you can see, it looks nice and quiet. End of day 2.